Most men lose the girl because they stop being the mystery. They became an open book that she's already finished reading. Attraction doesn't die from lack of effort. It dies from overexposure. In the beginning, she wonders where you are, what you're thinking, and who you're with. But the moment she can predict your next move, the tension is gone. Now here's where men fail. They stay in constant availability, always texting, always explaining, always showing. They remove the gap. They eliminate the space where attraction grows. Mystery lives in that space. Not in silence for the sake of silence, but in controlled unpredictability. A man who embodies mystery doesn't hide himself. He simply refuses to be fully consumed. He reveals in layers. He moves with intention. He leaves questions unanswered, not out of insecurity, but out of self-possession. This creates a psychological loop. Interest leads to reward, reward leads to withdrawal, and withdrawal leads to craving. And that craving, that is dopamine reinforcing attachment. Two archetypes dominate this space. The first is the seducer who creates mystery. This isn't a psychological game. It is a way of being. He doesn't offer up his life story on the first date. He lets her earn the details. The second is the coquette. Robert Greene describes this figure as someone who is able to provide enough hope to keep them interested, but enough distance to keep them searching. When you become an open book, you become a commodity. When you remain a mystery, you become an obsession. Think of the figures in history who held power. They were never the loudest in the room. They were the ones whose silence commanded the most attention. They understood that every word you speak is a reveal, and every reveal is a piece of your power given away. By holding back, you force the other person to fill in the blanks with their own imagination. And their imagination will always make you more interesting than the truth ever could. The mind is designed to solve puzzles. When you reveal everything, the puzzle is solved, and the brain moves on to the next challenge. This is the shadow and light principle. You must provide enough light so she knows you are there, but enough shadow that she wonders what lies beneath the surface. Most men fear that if they don't share everything, she will lose interest. The opposite is true. Information is the enemy of desire. Think about the most high-value brands in the world, like the ones you see in high-end streetwear. They don't explain every stitch. They lead with an aesthetic and a feeling. They let the exclusivity and the logo placement do the talking. You must apply this same branding to your personality. When you speak, speak with resolute energy. Every sentence should have weight. If you are constantly over-explaining your goals or your day-to-day moves, you are essentially devaluing your own currency. You want to move like a ghost in the machine present, impactful, but impossible to fully pin down. We live in an era of hyper-accessibility. Between social media stories and instant messaging, the gap where attraction grows has been almost entirely destroyed. This is why so many modern connections feel shallow and disposable. To stand out, you must be the exception to the digital rule. When everyone else is posting their every move, your silence becomes a form of power. It creates a vacuum that she will naturally try to fill with her own thoughts about you. This is where real connection starts, not in the exchange of data, but in the exchange of energy and curiosity. Remember, your silent presence isn't a wall, it's a filter. It filters out those who are only looking for a quick distraction, and invites in those who are willing to put in the effort to truly understand the man behind the mystery. By maintaining your distance, you are setting the terms of the engagement. You're no longer a choice. You are a destination. Your brand is not what you say it is what they perceive it to be. In the world of high-end design and emerging technology, the most successful entities are the ones that remain slightly out of reach. They don't beg for attention. They command it through excellence and restraint. When you apply this to your social presence, you become an enigma. People will try to test your boundaries. They will post things specifically to see if they can get a rise out of you, to see if they can break your silence. A professional operator remains unfazed. He sees the bait, but he doesn't bite. He remains focused on his ultimate vision. This level of emotional control is the ultimate form of mystery. It shows that your internal world is more powerful than any external distraction. As we wrap up this deep dive, remember that the goal isn't just to be mysterious for the sake of a game. The goal is to build a life of substance and focus. Whether you are developing a new platform to change how people connect or designing a line that challenges the status quo, your value comes from your discipline. Stop being an open book. Stop closing the gaps. Let your absence speak louder than your words ever could. By maintaining your distance, you aren't just protecting your peace, you are increasing your power. Stay silent. Stay present. Stay resolute. If you've made it this far, you already realize that the path of the senior operator is a lonely one. Most people are terrified of silence. They fill the air with noise because they are afraid of what they might find in the stillness. But you are different. You understand that silence isn't a void, it's a weapon. This is only the beginning of the blueprint. We are building a community of individuals who value depth over digital validation and strategy over impulse. If you want to master the art of being seen without being heard, and if you're ready to reclaim your focus from a world designed to distract you, then you belong here. Subscribe to join the movement. Stay silent. Stay present.